Namaste ji. Today we are on page number 83, chapter 4, Caste by Merit. Seeker. What is a Brahman? Swamiji says, a Brahman is a person who has the highest character, who is smart, and who is spiritually strong. A Brahman is the highest varna or caste. Seeker. Is only that person Brahman whose parents are Brahman? Can the children of non-Brahman parents ever be Brahmans? Swamiji says, yes, they have been, they are, and they shall be. The Chandogya Upanishad quotes the instance of sage Jabali, who belonged to uncertain family and yet became a Brahman. Similarly, the Mahabharata says, Rishi Vishwamitra, belonging to Kshatriya family, and sage Matam, belonging to a very low Chandal, outcast family, became Brahman. An ignorant man who is unable to learn things and attain knowledge despite of best efforts deserves to be called a Shudra. The same thing holds good even in case of future. Seeker. How can the body, which is the combination of particular varna, be so altered as to be fit to belong to another varna? Shamo damastapah shaucham shantirajavamevacha jnanam vijnanamastikhyam brahma karma swabhavajam. The 9 types of duties of a Brahman are: do not allow the mind to flicker, there should be no evil in the mind, restrain all organs and senses from wrongdoing, have self-control, and do right things, avoid attachment, distraction, and uncleanliness, be able to bear all types of emotions, have humbleness, modesty, and simplicity, and avoid crookedness, learn and study Vedic with literature, and have discrimination between truth and untruth, be able to learn science and spirituality and use that knowledge wisely, and never ignore good things. Swadhyayena japair homaistrai vidyene jaya sutaihi mahayajyeshta yajyeshta brahmiyam kriyate tanu. The Brahmanical character of the body depends upon the following things. Swadhyayena, Ved and Vedic literature. Japaihi, repeatedly speaking in a low voice the names of God and worshipping Him with hymns of Ved, and the performing of different kinds of hom and the reading of all the Ved. Homai, doing Agnishtom Yajna, etc. Traividyena, learning and teaching Ved with words, pronunciation, relations, and meanings. Ijjaya, performance of full moon yajna, etc. Sutaihi, tiled reading. Mahayajyeshta, the performance of 5 great daily duties. And yajyeshta, by performing yajna, association with learned men, good behavior, truthfulness, avoidance of evil ways, doing good to others, good deeds, study of art and craft, and acceptance of noble things. Seeker. What is the proof that we think wrongly and you think rightly? Swamiji says, the proof is quite evident. You call that practiced tradition, which has been current for 5 or 7 generations. We call only that practiced tradition, which has been current since the very birth of the universe. It is the duty of all men to follow the good ways of their ancestors and not evil ways. Hence, the man who has left the duties of a Brahman is no longer a Brahman. Those who perform good actions are Brahman, and those low-born also whose merits, profession, and temperament are of higher varna are also of higher varna. Similarly, high-borns doing low things should be reckoned in the low varna. Brahmanosya mukhamasi bahu rajanyah kritaha urutadasya yadveshyaha padhyam shudro ajayata. Here the seeker asks, as per the 11th verse of the 31st chapter of the Yajurveda, this means that Brahman is born out of the mouth of God the Kshatriya out of his arms, the Vaishya out of his thighs, and the Shudra out of his feet. Similarly, the Brahman can never be Kshatriya nor Kshatriya can be Brahman, just as a mouth cannot be an arm, nor an arm can be a mouth. Swamiji says, the sense that we attach to this verse is incorrect. Here, the reference is the bodiless God. When God has no body, he cannot have organs such as mouth. A being with physical organs cannot be called all-pervading. That who is not all-pervading cannot be almighty, creator, sustainer, and dissolver of the world. So, the real meaning of this mantra is, the one who is most excellent like the mouth is a Brahman. The one who is physically strong like the arm is a Kshatriya. The one who uses his thighs to travel abroad and trade is a Vaishya. And the one who is like the feet and is an ignorant person, a Shudra, who serves the other world. All of these are necessary, but some are not needed as much as the others. Manusmriti says, Janmana jayate Shudraha sanskarat dvija uchyate. From birth, everyone is a Shudra. The way the person acts decides whether he or she should go to a higher or a lower caste. The main actions of a Kshatriya are heroism, exuberance, determination, resourcefulness, generosity, and leadership. A Kshatriya should not have any cowardice in battle. The main actions of a Vaishya are agriculture, cow protection, and trade. The main actions of a Shudra are service to Brahman, Kshatriya, and Vaishya. Next week, we will continue with the same chapter. Thank you.